Hello and welcome back to Spoken Essays. I'm Harsh Vora and you're watching the live video where I figure out how to code. So without further ado, let's begin and let's see what we were up to the last time. And alright, okay. So as you can see, I've shared my screen here. Let me refresh the view. The last time it looked like this. Let me refresh the view. Very good. Okay, so you can see the changes now. Pretty cool. Okay, so that's the chat, then that's what we have here. Okay, so let's see what we were doing the last time. This is what I was working on the last time, so let's continue from this and see what we are going to do now. Okay, so the last time we came up with this John Doe based on the URL, so let me open that and I'll show you what we did the last time. So localhost 300. If I look here at the root page, it will show me the HTML page, and if I go to /name here, it won't be anything because I haven't added the arguments. If I write name first last Jagger, then it will print Mick Jagger. So that's how it would respond to a username. So that's how a request would be processed. Okay, now I also need to check one more thing. Apparently my camera should be a little bit lower. Yeah, so you can take a better look. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that is much better. Yes. Okay, so let's continue. I'll resize this a little bit. Yeah, the previous page looked like Mick Jagger, and if I change this Mick Jagger to, let's say, H and V, and it would print H space V. Okay, just like this, as you can see here. Okay, so this is what we did the last time, and let's continue from where we were. Okay, use body parser to pass post requests. Besides get, there is another common HTTP verb. It is post. Post is the default method used to send client data with HTML forms. In REST convention, okay, post is used to send data to create new items in the database, a new user, or a new blog post. You don't have a database in this project, but you are going to learn how to handle post requests anyway. Cool. In these kind of requests, the data doesn't appear in the URL. It is hidden in the request body. I see. Okay. The body is a part of the HTTP request, also called the payload. Even though the data is not visible in the URL, I have to check one more thing, by the way. Yep, the mic is on. Yeah. Right. By the way, even though the data is not visible in the URL, this does not mean that it is private. To see why, look at the raw content of an HTTP post request. So let's read. The post begins here, then it has the path subpath, then it has the HTTP /1.0, must be the version, I suppose. Then from who, then the user agent must be the name of the browser and their version. Then the type of the content is application x-www/form/URL encoded. Okay, and the length of that content is 20 characters, and this is probably the content itself. Okay, name equals John plus Doe ampersand, so argument number 1, I suppose, and argument number 2, if I want to call it an argument. Okay, as you can see, the body is encoded like the query string. This is the default format used by HTML forms. With Ajax, you can also use JSON to handle data having a more complex structure. There is also another type of encoding, multi-part form data. This one is used to upload binary files. In this exercise, you will use a URL encoded body to parse the data coming from post requests. Okay, I'll read this again. Yeah. In this exercise, you will use a URL encoded body to parse the data. To parse the data coming from post requests, you must use the body parser package. This package allows you to use a series of middleware which can decode data in different formats. Okay. Okay. So body parser has already been installed and is in your project's package.json file. Nice. Require at the top of the, okay, require it. So I think the way we required express, I'm supposed to require body parser too. Require it at the top of my app.js, yes, and store it in a variable named body parser, gladly. So just like we did this, I create let body parser equals require what, body hyphen parser. Yes, that's the one. And then it did this, apparently express function call with this. So I don't understand what that is. Require it. Okay, I required it at the top of the my app.js and store it in a variable named body parser. I did. I think that's it. The middleware to handle URL encoded data is returned by body parser.url encoded and then extended false. Pass the function returned by the previous method call. Pass the function returned by the previous method call to app use. As usual, the middleware must be mounted before all the routes that depend on it. Am I supposed to do this by the previous method? Pass the function returned by the previous method to call app use. Okay. Extended is a configuration option that tells body parser which parsing needs to be used. When extended is equal to false, it uses the classic encoding query string library. When extended is true, it uses QS library for parsing. When using extended equals false, values can be only strings or arrays. Okay. The object returned when using query string does not prototypically inherit from the default. The extended. Okay, it's a note. I must understand this note. I'll get to that, but first I think I'll make it here. I suppose after the HTML file. Okay, app dot use, and inside this, first the source, which is root, and then this body parser extended false. I don't know if this is correct. Let's run it and find out. How will they run the test? Yeah, we'll have to find out this way. Okay, I've saved the file, but I'll have to run this again. npm start, refresh, go back, refresh. It says node is listening. Let's run this. I passed the test, so that's what I was supposed to do. Yeah, I needed to use root as the path and body parser.url encoded extended false. Very good. Okay, pretty cool. Almost there. 92% done. Okay, now we're supposed to mount a post handler. Okay, so mount a post handler. Is this the... Yep, that's the entire challenge. So let's read this. Mount a post handler. So app.post at the path name. So mounted at name. It's the same path as before. We have prepared a form in the HTML front page. Okay, it will submit the... Oh, I think this is the 12th challenge. It will submit the same data of exercise 10 query string. Okay, if the body parser, yeah, that query string might be John Doe or whatever, Mick Jagger. If the body parser is configured correctly, you should find the parameters in the object request.body. Have a look at the library example. Okay. It should return this. Respond with the same JSON object as before, first name, last name. Wait a minute. This is the JSON object. Test if your endpoint works using the HTML form we provided in the app front page. First name, last name. Okay, there are several other HTTP methods other than get and post, and by convention there is a correspondence between the HTTP verb and the operation you are going to execute on the server. The conventional mapping is post, sometimes put. Create a new resource using the information sent with that request. Read an existing resource without modifying it. Put or patch, update a resource using the data sent. Delete a resource. There are also a couple of other methods which are used to negotiate a connection with the server, except from GET. All the other methods listed above can have a payload. I think I'll need that, but I definitely need a hint to understand what these guys are talking about. Okay, so just like using request.query, like this, we can do request.body to get our data. This challenge is very similar to get query parameter input from the client. In order to get data from a post request, a general format is this app.post. Yeah, the path is this, of course, and we use function request. The same thing is this, but I think this time we will use request.body instead. So let me reuse this code and paste it here. Now instead of query, I'll change this to body. Save. Yeah. Cancel and run this again. Yeah, I did that. Now if I reset, we won't know that way. I'll check the solution. So I need the last and the first value, I see. So not exactly this, but I need to make a few changes. Very good. So variable string equals, the first will be, I see, request.body.first and not and actually plus concatenate request.body.last and semicolon, right? And then yeah, and I know what to do here. This will become string. Name equals string. Yeah, that should take care of that. I'll cancel this, run this again. Let's see if that works. Yes, we do pass. Both our API endpoints did respond with the correct name. Nice. So we're done with that. Yeah. Didn't have to cut me off. Just a second. Yeah, that is much better. Okay. Yeah, I was checking the camera. Right, let's continue. Oh, that one. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so that's taken care of. That's also saved. Pretty much. It seems I'm yawning too much. Yeah, I'll take care of that. I suppose we're done with managing packages with npm and basic node and express. Although I have no clue of what I did here most of the time. I should admit it, but yeah. Now we'll go to the next part of the project, which is learning Mongo database and Mongoose database. Mongoose. So Mongo database is a database application that stores JSON documents that you can use in your application. Unlike SQL, another type of database, Mongo database is a non-relational or no SQL database. This means Mongo database stores all associated data within one record instead of storing it across many preset tables as in a SQL database. Mongoose is a popular NPM package for interacting with MongoDB. With Mongoose, you can use plain JavaScript objects instead of JSON, which makes it easier to work with MongoDB. Also, it allows you to create blueprints for your documents called schemas or schemas. Let's check. It is schema. Okay. So schemas, so you don't accidentally save the wrong type of data and cause bugs later. Pretty cool. In the Mongo database and Mongoose courses, you'll learn the fundamentals of working with persistent data, including how to set up a model and save, delete, and find documents in the database. Pretty cool. Let's go through it. First, we have to learn to set up and install Mongoose. So I should close this file. I'll exit the Explorer. Yeah, of course I can do this. Oh, nope, that's not the way I should have done that. Right, VS Code is still open. Yeah, very good. Now I'll clone a Git repository and I'll get a link. Clone this GitHub repo. I mean, I don't need to open it. I can copy the link here from here itself. Copy link address. Where is it? Open link, copy link address. That's where it is. Okay. Clone Git repository. This one. Where? Very good. In FCC projects folder. Yes. We'll wait for a few seconds. In the meanwhile, I'll use a split. Yep. Open the repository, please. Thank you. I'll open this here, and where is that? You're here. Okay, very good. Cool. So yeah, I've cloned the Git repository. Now we can continue this. If you use replit, nope. Okay, when you're done, yeah. In this challenge, yeah, you will set up a MongoDB Atlas database and import the required packages to connect to it. Follow this tutorial to set up a hosted database on MongoDB Atlas. Okay. Before I continue with this, Mongoose has been added to your project's package.json file. First, require Mongoose as Mongoose in myapp.json. Okay, so I think if I come across any problems while I'm working on this, then I'll follow this tutorial to set up a hosted database. Otherwise, I don't know whether I need to do this or not. Okay, so open this. I think we have already opened that, so let me open the myapp.js. Right, we have a few challenges already written. Do not edit below this line, so we are not supposed to edit this, only edit this much, I suppose. Okay, Mongoose 5.1.1 has been added to your project's package.json file. First, require Mongoose as Mongoose. Right, so require Mongoose as Mongoose. Okay, maybe I'm supposed to store it as a variable or import. I think maybe the as keyword might work. What I have to do is first npm install. So it will install the required packages. 8 packages are looking for funding. 8 critical severity vulnerability. I can do that, but yeah, okay. First I need to find out how to require something. So I mean, yeah, I've written that, but am I supposed to store it as a variable perhaps? Let Mongoose be this. Does that work? Okay, it is listening on port 3000, but not yet. Let's read this much first. Okay, next create a .env file, and okay, very good. So touch.env, and add a mongo URI. Will you be true variable to it? Its value should be your MongoDB Atlas database URI. Okay, so definitely I do need to set it up. Okay, so let's first follow the tutorial. There won't be any meaning unless I finish the tutorial first. Okay, so MongoDB Atlas tutorial, how to get started. For the following challenges, you are going to use MongoDB to store data. To simplify the configuration, you'll use a service called MongoDB Atlas. Create a MongoDB Atlas account. Atlas is a database as a service platform, which means they configure and host the database for you. Then your only responsibility will be to populate your database with what matters, data. Go here to sign up for a new MongoDB account. Yeah, I'll sign up with Google. That's what I have been doing for the past few days, past few weeks really. I'll wait. Yeah, we can read this. Fill up the registration form with your information and click sign up. Okay, I did. Next, on the next page, fill your organization's name, project's name, select JavaScript as your preferred programming language and click the green continue button. Okay, what is your goal today? क्या चाहिए था इन्होंने बोला था? Okay, they don't say that. Once you create and verify your account, answer the onboarding questions, your goal, the type of application you're building, your preferred programming language, etc., and click the green finish button. On the deploy a cloud database page, okay, so let's go through this one by one. I want to learn MongoDB. What am I building? I have no clue. I suppose, what am I learning? Fill your organization's name, project's name, select JavaScript as well. My language is JavaScript, of course. This is not a required statement. Yeah, it is a required statement. I can't, yeah. I have no clue which application I'm building. So I suppose I can do something with, I'll go with other. Nope, I will not. I cannot go ahead. I'm just exploring, yeah. I have no clue, so I'll go with that. I'm learning MongoDB, so yeah. Next. Deploy it for free. 512 MB is good enough. Learn how to use Atlas, exploratory projects and POCs. Yep. Yeah, a free one. The region is India. I doubt it might be here. Okay, so region must be the server, I suppose. Oh, I can select a acha. On the deploy your database, yeah. Click the create button under the shared cluster type. What do you mean? I did click the green finish button. Deploy a cloud database page. Click the create button under the shared cluster tab. This should be the only free option. Shared cluster, I suppose. It says shared here. It doesn't mean shared cluster. Clusters, it is in the URL, I suppose. Do they have any preference for who? Okay. Create button in the cloud provider and region drop down. Yeah, this provider and region. Leave everything as default. Oh, my bad. It was US, and I don't know which one it was. Oregon, US East one, I suppose. Star is the recommended region. Okay, see, these are the recommended regions. Mumbai is also okay. This was AWS by default. Your value there will likely depend on the region you're in. It took that as the... okay, fine. In the cluster tier, this one, I suppose. Leave this as default M0 sandbox. Yeah, I can't change that. Yeah, that's the only option. I suppose this has updated after whenever you posted it, which was 2 years ago. Okay, continue. Yeah, 512 cluster name. In the cluster name dropdown, you can give your cluster name or leave it as default, which is cluster 0. Cluster 0 it is. Click the green cluster, create cluster button at the bottom of the screen. Okay, I suppose, yeah. I think, yeah, that's it. Next, you should now see the message MO cluster provisioning. M0 cluster provisioning, yes. This process will take 3 to 5 minutes. Wait until the cluster is created before going to the next step. Okay, nice, on time. Cool, so it has finished provisioning. Cool. Create a new user for the database. On the left side of your screen under security, click on database access. Left side of your screen, security, go to database access. Click the green add new database user button. Yep. Under authentication method, make sure password is selected. Yep. And then enter in a username and password for your user. Yeah. For this section, I will turn off my screen, and you guys will have to wait for a few seconds for me to finish setting it up. Hello Soumyajit, I just saw you. Hello. It seems you've left already, but no problem. Okay, hello Beck, welcome back. Do you guys see me? Yes, much better. Okay. Right. The camera is set. I hope it doesn't fall. Right. So coming back here, I've set up an account and a password. Now we go to this part, says database user privileges. Leave this as default option if there is one. It should be read and write to any database. Nope. Is there one? It says one built-in role, I suppose. Read and write to any database. Yeah. You may have to select this manually. If the default is blank, you can select read and write and add built-in role is shown here. Yep. Okay, done. So I did that. Click the add user button to create your new user. Yeah. That's Herschel's OG. Okay. Next, on the left side of the screen under security, click on network access. Click the green add IP address button in the modal. Click the allow access from anywhere. You should see .000 in the access list entry field. Click the green confirm button. Okay, so network access, add IP address. I clicked on it. In the modal, click the allow access from anywhere. Yeah, it did that 000. Click the confirm button. Done. Now on the left side of your screen under deployment, click on database. This is done. Go to database. I went to the database. Click on the connect button for your cluster. Where is that? Right. Connect button for your cluster. In the pop-up modal, click on connect your application. I did, yeah. I think they want me to. You should see the URI string you will use to connect to your database similar to this, for example. Okay. I would like to do this then. Access your data through tools. Yep. In VS Code, open extensions. Yeah, these are the. Oh wait, this is the extensions. MongoDB. So MongoDB for VS Code. I suppose this is the one. Let me resize the screen. Yep. Connect with string. Yeah. And you copy and paste it here. Replace password with the password for the user, of course. For that I'll have to discard the screen again, so give me a few seconds. Oh, I can see we have one viewer. Thank you. You know what, I'll keep the mic on for you guys so that you'll know that I'm here. Now I'm changing the password as we speak. I'll press enter. So I think it should be connected. It says bad authentication failed. Okay. In that case, I will go back and look for the steps. Okay. In the pop-up modal, click on. You should see the URI string you will use to connect to your database similar to this. I do not see it. When I clicked on connect, it didn't Yeah, didn't tell me. I think that must be the URI string. All you need to do is replace the password and be sure to add the name of your database before the query string. Right, do we have a database? Which one am I connecting to? Drivers? Okay. Node.js drivers npm install. Okay. I suppose, yeah, I'll do that. npm install MongoDB. Done. MongoDB was installed. Right. Oh, you guys can't see anything, right? Still, yeah. Let me change that quickly. Welcome back. Okay. So it said you should see the URI string. I did not. When I was here, I suppose, I don't know which one they want me to do. Do they want me to connect to an application? I suppose, yeah. Click on connect to your application. I did. You should see the URI string. I do. This is the one. Click the copy button. Yeah, let's copy it then. Copied. I know the password. Notice that the username, yeah, of course, before the query string, yeah, it is. You can call your database anything, but it's good to give it a memorable name for your project. Where does it say that? Where is the database name? I'm going to read this line again. Go away. You can also go away. Notice, okay. All you need to do is replace the password field with the one you created in the previous step, and be sure to add the name of your database before the query string question mark retry or writes. Okay, where is that? I suppose here. They've done that for us, I think. Yeah, cluster 0. This must be that. Yeah, okay. But it's good to give it a memorable name. For example, if you're working on MongoDB and Mongoose challenges, you could replace DB name. There is no DB name here, my friend. I have full code sample. Wow. Which option are they requesting me to write, my friend? I've done that. Well, they've done it. Where? After this step, yeah, okay. I suppose I'm supposed to do this. I don't know whether I'm supposed to do that to a new application, for a new application or not. Is this the URI? Okay. Next. Add your connection string into your application code. Okay. Mongo URI variable to it. I did that. Right. Let's go back to you. I have a .env mongo underscore URI equals this. Let's confirm whether what I'm looking at is correct. The URI string looks like this, similar to this. Okay. Hello. Right. Now for this section I'll have to make the screen disappear again. Oh, 8 viewers, wow. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, we have two comments from Candy and Somijit. Hello Candy, hello Somijit. Yeah, so I copied it and wrote my username. Okay, I don't know where to do that thing. I don't know if I'm supposed to connect this, close this. I did that. So what am I looking at? What if let's run this. Yeah, does this work now? Connect drivers. I did that, right? I did add the connection string to my application code. Yes. What's the problem? Next. I did all these things, my friend. Okay. Let's close this and let's read this again. Dismiss. This is my cluster. This is my project. This is my database. Yeah, that is my database called cluster 0. Okay. Before I continue with this, I need to understand what they mean by this. On the left side of the screen under deployment, click on database. Yeah. Find your cluster and click the browse collections. There's only one. Browse collections button to see a list of existing databases and collections. Before I do this, set up a hosted database. Oh, okay. Follow this tutorial. I don't want to load sample database. Copy the database name you want to connect to and replace DB name with it in the URI string above. I don't want to add any data. I don't know if I'm supposed to add any data of my own. Do you want me to look? What do you mean by this? Load sample data set. Do I need to load the sample data? How do I know? Come on. Be sure to surround the URI with a single or double quote. With single or double quotes, and remember that you can't use spaces around the equal to environment variables. If you are using replit, nope. When you are done, connect to the database by calling the connect method. तो ऐसा बोलना. Okay, that way I'll know whether I've connected it or not. I'll have to hide this again because I'm editing the password. Sorry. Yep, I'm back. Yeah. Right. So I'm done. I don't know if I am done, not done. I don't care. Let's find out. So what does this do? When you're done, connect to the database by calling the connect method within your mongoose.connect. Does that line exist or am I supposed to add it? MONGOOA. Okay. There are only 2 entries, so I'm going to assume we have not. I'll put an entry here. I'll copy this line. Okay. Now, if I save the URI in the .env, then why? Oh, come on. Okay. It says your URI. Ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Okay. Then why did you request this at all? क्या मजाक है? Is this supposed to be in double quotes? I suppose. Okay. Right. I don't know if this is correct. I was supposed to put this in single quotes or not. Let's find out. By the way, this should be in the packages, should be connected to a database. That means if I run this, I don't know if it is connected. I don't know. Let's find out. Localhost. What does it look like, by the way? Okay, it says MongoDB and Mongoose database. I do not pass the test, but that means I'm not connected to the database. So this isn't working as like it's supposed to. Let's get a hint. Okay, problem explanation. You want to check both the MongoDB and Mongoose npm repositories for the manual configuration if you are not using Lich. Yes, I am not. This and that. Okay, bye. Right, and in the package JSON we already have the dependencies installed 5, 11, 15. So I think I've already passed that test. Let me save this file, cancel this, run this again. Okay, so something happened, and okay, so there's a new error. So I think I made a mistake when I ran this file. I did not save it. Close this. Okay, your app is listening on port 3000, and I think it said it printed in a deprecation warning. The URL this is invalid. Okay, very good. Future versions of Node.js will throw an error. That means my Node.js is not updated, or maybe this test is not updated. The code in this test is okay. Use node trace deprecation to show where the warning was created. And I think it already did that. Okay, callback new Mongo error document. Authentication failed. That means this URI is incorrect. It says invalid. So I suppose we have to go back to you. Let's click on database again. Let's try and understand this. So this says database deployments. If I click on connect, I don't know which one I'm supposed to connect to. Drivers. I've already added that code. Am I supposed to send this request here first? Okay. It says the link is incorrect. So suppose I have to connect it from here and then connect it from there. I already ran that. Add your connection string in your application code, which is this. So I'll edit this code then. Paste. Okay. Now instead of the password, I mean, there's no point in keeping privacy. It's all for the learning anyway. It's not like, so that's the password. Not very creative, I must admit, but right, it still throws an error, so this is not correct. Or you can use the glitch feature of search packages, install them and upload. Okay. If the tests are timing out, nope. Mongo URI to env, I already did that. अच्छा, यहाँ पे add cluster name लिखा. ये कौन बताएगा? है? Where does it say this? Huh? Oh, by the way, the cluster name is that. I think it's already written. Add cluster 0. Yeah. This is cluster 0. So this is correct. Which line? Right. This is at ACI PMG share. Then this. Okay. If it says it's in okay. Username and cluster name will be automatically generated by MongoDB. Replace password with your password. There should be no character. I ensured that. Still having issues? Check the below hints. Remove spaces before and after equals in that env file. Yep, no spaces here. Abe. Huh. mongouri. Yep, that's correct. mongodb at cluster 0 whatever. Right. Yeah. Maybe the single quotes are causing double quotes are causing problems. I'll use a single quote here at the beginning and the end. Same for you. Sorry, single quote from beginning to end here. Save. Let's run this file. It still throws an error. Maybe I can use this deprecation line to find out. Node trace deprecation, throw error, cannot find module, FCC boilerplate mongoose. Maybe npm install again. Up to date, audited 105 packages in this many. Okay, npm audit fix. npm audit, what is the problem? Mongoose severity critical. So I have to fix this apparently. npm audit fix would fix the problem, right? Funding, what does that mean? npm fund. I suppose funding as in money, right? npm start now. Maybe it still threw that error. Deprecation warning. Bad auth authentication failed. So the URI is not correct. Do you have symbols or special characters in your password? No. It's a specific string, my friend. If so, you will need to translate these into Unicode. MongoDB has instructions on how to do this. Shut up. Yeah. Will not even get there yet. Okay. Maybe I made a problem. Okay. I used let here instead of constant. Is that a problem? Okay, this may not have been written. This was not written. I did not write that. Maybe it will work now. So in myapp.js I'm only supposed to do this much. Oh, then I don't need this. Acha. Then in the .env file, what does it look like? In the .env file, reference these in your code with the process.env secret. Let's copy this much then. I'll go to the env file, copy all and paste. I'll have to of course write my username and my password again. I don't mind. Username is yep. The password is here. Yeah. Cluster name is, what's the cluster name? Cluster 0. Am I supposed to fill anything else? Nope. Okay. Let's resize this, Right. Why is word wrap not on? I need word wrap to be on. Yeah, by default, please. Thank you. Save this file. Cool. So instead of connecting that line, I'm going to connect this process.env. Right. Okay. Process.env.mongouri. Yep. Package.json. Let's look into package.json and check. Okay, FCC Mongo challenges 001, a boilerplate project, server.js, node server.js for the versions would be updated by themselves, but this is literally 4.12.4, whenever it was done, I suppose. It was December 19. What? That old. Okay. Right, but express.env, this does not have .env, so I can't copy and paste it, but yeah. In that case, maybe I should not keep these as well. Let's find out whether we should or not. Okay. Mongo cursor connection instructions, very confusing. Yes, very. Okay. Maybe it will work now. All the files are saved. Let's run this. Before, I think npm install once again. Good. Up to date, audited 105 packages. Very cool. Npm start. Error, where? Now there's another error, new error. So okay, definitely change. E not found. MongoDB TCP cluster 0v LAS Mongo. अबे इसने भी line break. Oh, sorry, my bad. Deprecation warning began here. Let constant, they're the same thing. Current URL string parser is deprecated and will be removed in the future version. To use the new parser, pass option use new URL parser true. Oh, I think I saw that here. Oh yeah. Okay, that's why the deprecation warning. Okay. I'll save this. Maybe I'll run it again. Okay. Now what? Internal errors, error capture stack error. E not found. Query serve. Host name this. Suppose now I can try and connect to it. I can't connect to it. Even if I wrote this in here. Okay. By the way, do I pass this? Nope. Plus the dependency problem is not still. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because it can't connect. Leave this. Abbe. Right. .env package in my app JSON file. Very confusing. Yes. Install and set up mongoose. I did, my friend. Acha, wait a minute. Wait, this is the glitch feature. Acha. Hello there, these instructions were recently updated, so let us see if we can confirm any more recent changes. This was in 2020. Outdated instructions, the page introduction to the Mongo errors. You should be able to see the green set started button. I thought the instructions are outdated, thanks for the answer. This is how I've done it. Go to MongoDB Atlas and create an account, create a free shared cluster. Go to database access, create a new user with a password, copy and paste this somewhere and give the user read-write privileges. I did that. Go to clusters, click collection, click add my own data and create a database in collection. Note down the database name. Okay. Go away. Yeah. Go to where again? Let's read that line again. Go to clusters. Right. Where are my clusters? I suppose these are the clusters. Database. But let's check anyway. Nope. These are the only clusters I can see. Go to database access. I've already created that. Go to clusters, click collection, click. Okay. Where do I see collection? Do I see any collections in my cluster? Okay. Right. Then it says add my own data, create a database and collection, note down the database name. Okay. Okay. HV MongoDB. Allah. HV MongoDB collection. The stupidest name ever. Maybe I can. Right. Additional preferences I do not know. Create a database and collection, note down the database name. Okay. HV MongoDB is my database and collection name. Okay. Create. Cool. So this was created. The URI is this. VLAS9. I suppose this is supposed to stay the same. The cluster name, the password. Will it do it by itself? I do not know. I should have googled this instead, I think. It's an internal error. Not. Okay. I did create this. Let's follow through this. Go to network access. Add IP address. I did that. Go to clusters, connect, choose connect with app, copy the URI and paste it somewhere, edit the URI and replace the database name and password. I did that, my friend. To the T in replit. Nope, I'm not doing any replit thing. I have requested it to connect it to it. Maybe now that I have added the user. Nope. Let's Google this query serve problem. Can't connect it to MongoDB. Atlas query server not found. Okay. Hi, first of all, this is not the right category. Please let me know which one is. I'm new to MongoDB. Make a local deploy and it's running fine. I'm setting to set up Atlas instance, but okay. Through Mongo SH and get the same error. This. Enter password. Yeah. Which versions? This topic had a solution. Okay. What is this? Oops, that page is private. Ha! A solution is private. Look at that. Try using Google DNS 888 or 88844. Okay. Dismiss, please. This has been on for an hour now. What? Okay. I already have that connection. Let's try this then. Wait, did this change? Cluster 0 SKH. Go back. Access your. I know I'm supposed to connect my application. Connecting with the MongoDB driver. Okay, let's check. Node.js. Yes, I'm doing Node.js. Is there JavaScript? No. I'm working on Node.js. Yes, I'm working on Node.js. The version is 5.5 or later. Yeah. npm update. Added 4 packages, remove 1 package. Okay. Apparently. I'll check now. Still not found. Alright. npm install MongoDB. npm install mongodb. Up to date, audited 108 packages. Very good. Why do I need more installation instructions if I already have this line? Okay, add your connection string to your application code. Bapre. That's the entire code. Haha, haha. Right. I think the problem is still with the URI. Maybe with the URI. I do not know anymore. Okay, now this has become SKHGMU6. I'll copy this line and try and put that in the .env file. Okay. Now this has become that. Before it was VLAS, and okay, maybe that was the problem. Save. Yeah, this doesn't have anything to do with it. npm update. Yeah, npm install. Cool. Up to date 9 packages, so everything is done. Let's npm start. Okay, we're back to that error which says invalid is invalid. Future versions of Node.js will throw an error. It means okay. It says deprecation warning is invalid. Then what are you here for? Why aren't you latest? Okay, you're not node dash v. My node version is 20.5.1. Stable API. Why is there a link for instructions? Yeah. Okay. Welcome. Download and install in the quick start guide. Quick start. Yep. Okay. Okay. This guide will show you. Allah. Really? To ensure you have Node.js version 12 or later, I already have that. Yeah, it has been ensured. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Create a project directory. Already have a project. Init nope. MongoDB at 5.7. This must be the official. Okay. So before I do that, mongodb-v please. What is the version? MongoDB doesn't exist. npm MongoDB version 9.8.0. I'm at 5.7. So I think I'm at the latest version. It's not you. Bye. You know what? I'll do something very obvious. npm start again. An error will be thrown and it will say deprecation warning. The URL is invalid. So let's copy this much. The URL is invalid. Received EP0170 when connecting Mongo Atlas with Node.js 20.3.1. Is mine 20.3.1? It's 20.5.1, which is 2 minor versions up. Cool. By the way, right, 14 views, very cool. Allah. MongoDB URI. I'm using Mongo URI. I think these guys are also trying to connect to some of this freeCodeCamp. Username, password at username. The original URI for connecting to Atlas is so it prints username twice. अच्छा उसका database connect होता है. Recently I updated Node.js to version 20.3.1. Try to connect my Node version is 9.6. The connection of Atlas is normal. Achha, the terminal shows the deprecation warning. I'm seeing the same thing and look at the same node deprecation docs. Invalid port when using url.parse. I'm not even using that. Okay, let's copy and paste this URL itself. अब दिखा. I mean, doesn't matter. I don't think that's the problem. We'll still throw the same error, 0170 invalid port. Accepts URLs with the ports that are not numbers. This behavior might result in hostname spoofing with unexpected output. These URLs will throw an error in future versions of Node.js. Oh, okay. What URL? Okay. Runtime deprecation. Troubleshooting. What did we fail? We received a deprecation warning. Connect button. It's not connect button is disabled. I can't go to the next step. Yeah, mine is 5.5 version. Yeah, later. Already done, my friend. These two steps are done. Even you. Yeah, this is the same thing. I don't mind. Right. I suppose this has changed. So if it's changed, then let's try this then. Who do I write? Okay, create Mongo client URI. Achha. Then async function. Oh. Okay, more deprecation warnings. Atlas error. Oh. Run this file again. Same deprecation warning. Where does it begin? It begins here. Okay, so it started the server. First is this current URL string parser is deprecated and will be removed in the future version. Acha, oh, I need that new parser URI, right? My bad. Save this. Let's run this file again. Okay, only one error. Nope, I think code name Atlas error. What does that mean? Atlas error code 8000. Authentication failed. Why? Because this URL is invalid. Is my code the same? Mango error bad auth authentication failed. Mongo test password at test rewrites. Okay, I think please check your user ID password. Bad auth means wrong combination of user ID password. Can you connect by shell to your DB? How do I do that? Please check your user password. Okay, I shall do so. कहाँ गया? The password is this. Yeah. Unless yeah, did I make a typo? Perhaps. Paste this, did the same. Okay, definitely a wrong password. There's only one password here. Let's not click anywhere. Network access, yeah, includes your current ID, IP address, right? Database access to ubiquitous, yeah, that's the user I created. Authentication method is scram. Edit password, not auto generate. Show, copy this. Let's put that. Does not have any special characters. Okay. Already have a built-in role, read and write. Yeah. Okay, so I created a random password and I'll paste it here. Maybe it will work now. Okay, database cluster 0. You're still cluster 0. This thing is loading, I see. Are you loading? I don't know what it's doing. Right. Still like this. Cluster SKHGM6U. SKHGM6U. Cluster 0 is cluster, yeah, cluster with lowercase c. MongoDB plus SRV service ubiquitous. This my password, yeah. SKGHMU MongoDB.net. Retry, writes, and true majority. Yeah, that's the line. Still deprecation warning and okay. What's the error? Code name Atlas error. Okay. Right, it says this is invalid, but maybe it worked. I don't know. Are you connected? How do I know? It says connections 0. I don't think that we are connected. Apparently I am. What is this? Oh, I definitely need a break. Yeah. I think I'm now connected to a database. Okay, close this. Despite the deprecation warning. Should this say connected to 1? Connections 5. What? Okay. Now it says 4. Huh. Suddenly it became 4. What? One attempt was made half an hour ago. Right now it is 0. Okay. View monitoring. Right. Real time, please. I have to upgrade. Acha. Shut up then. Operations connections. There have been 5, 7, 8 connections apparently. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to end this live right here. I'll see you guys back again in the next live video. Thank you for joining Somajit and Candy, whoever they are. I mean, I know Somajit, but I don't know who Candy is. So I'll see you and the rest of the viewers. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again in a couple of hours. Thank you.